Okay. Mic check. Mic check. Okay, so that works. And then let's go to the stream manager and let's turn on the speech chat. Because we all love that whiny voice. Okay, I want to work on the world a little more. What I want is to have some world transformation, essentially to see what happens to see if I can basically transport the user from one type of world to another, and not just the user, but all the users in the world. Just move them, together.
Arnie Clover Club has invaded the chat. Comrade. Restreambot has invaded the chat. Comrade. Rubart has invaded the chat. Corporate_tool said, hello.
Okay. Yo, why is Unity stuck at importing? Come on, I'm opening the project. Come on, open project. What is it importing? Okay, open the project. What I want to do is essentially take the plane that's the surface of where everybody is, right, of a given world, because the structure of a world essentially is the world is space, and there's a plane floating in space with all your stuff built on top of it, right? And what I want to do is move that plane in space as, I guess, as an animation when something occurs. So I think what I want to try first, let me get, I don't need that much bakery. And then what's going on here? What is this? There's a space here that it won't take up. I don't understand. What? Okay, anyway. And so let's see. I'm going to create an animation. Begin animating floor, create an animator and an animation clip. Okay. I guess the floor is no longer a stationary object. So create. What's the right way for me to use animation in a VRChat world? I'll muddle through. Stick it in here. Where exactly do I want to put this? I guess I'll stick it in scenes. I'll call this floor transform. Okay. Oh, interesting. What? What's my current location? 36, 76, negative 18. No, that's the destination point. The source point isn't here yet. How do I filter by selection? Add keyframe. Add keyframe. $36, 65. I see the spawn point is here. Okay, good. So the spawn point will move. That is actually good. Um, 65.61761. Enable. Let's say over a period of 15 seconds, we raise this to 90. It doesn't need to be that high. 75. Yeah, 15 meters is enough. Right? Okay, so this is the...
Home raid. Group dog has invaded the chat.
It's, the floor is moving. Okay. Hold on, I don't want it to keep on looping. That event? Man, I have no clue. I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. Whoa. I see. Okay. Previous keyframe. Next keyframe. Play the animation clip. Why does the animation clip Why does the animation clip? Okay, so the light probes and whatnot are going to be a little weird, but let's forget that for now. Why does the animation clip loop around like this by default? Take a look at the Unity manual. Full control of animation weight and blah, blah, blah. Okay, animation clips. Creating a new animation clip. When you save this new and blah, 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 creates a new controller asset. Adds the new clip to the animation controller. Okay. Oh, I see. The game object now then gets an animator component. Did it? Where is it? Mesh renderer, box. Oh, there it is. There's the animator. Okay. The game object must have an animator component. The animator component must have an animation controller assigned. Right. And the animation controller must have one or more clips assigned. I see. So that's the controller. I'm not sure why the controller is called floor, but whatever. All right. I don't want it to loop. If it doesn't loop, then I can't play it. What? What happened? Why can't I see it now? Oh, that's interesting. So I can inspect animator parameters. No. I can inspect the animation clip itself. All right, let's say I don't want it to loop. So let's take this back to the scene, go back to the animation. All right, so that has no effect. It's still looping. I don't understand. Plus, I guess, what is the... I don't know what these units are. Okay, so fine. Animating a game object. Once you've shaped new animation, you can add keyframes. Two distinct methods to animate: record mode and preview mode. In record mode, Unity automatically generates keyframes at the playback head when you move or rotate any animatable property. Fine. Numbers in the timeline are shown as seconds and frames. Oh, I see. So this is 15 frames, not 15 seconds. So that's way too fast. So I want to take these keyframes, I want to move them way out because I want this to take some time. Like I want it to take 10 seconds. All right, so, but why is it looping? Manually creating keyframes. All right, fine. Hotkeys. All right. Using animation curves. All right, fine. This does not need to be linear, is fine. Objects with multiple moving parts. All right, this is, I'm doing extremely simple animation. Entry. What does this mean? See, there's a state machine here. Playing mode. Animator. Skybox animation work.
Hi everyone, welcome to part 4 of my VRChat world tutorial series. In this video, I will show you how to change the Skybox for the VRChat world and add some lighting kit. To search for Skybox, just type in Skybox and it should come up with some materials. Once you've downloaded the Skybox that you like, go to the window tab at the top, lighting, settings, click on the little circle and it will give you a list of materials that you can select. For the environment lighting setting, I think the source by default is set to Skybox. I changed this because when it was set to Skybox, my whole world reflected the color. So if you have the same issue, just change the source and make sure the ambient color is set to white. I'm going to add a directional light. This is going to be my spotlight. And I'm going to change the type of light to spot. You can change the range and the intensity to make it look like you want. Now I'm going to add an animation to the light. Click on the directional light, go to the animation tab, and click create. Usually will ask for where you want to save your animation. So I'm just going to save it within my animations folder.
Has invaded the chat.
Now I'm going to start animating. Click on the record button and drag this white line a little bit to the right. For my animation, I want the color to change. So I'm just going to click on the color and choose what color I want. When the animation is done, click on the record button again, and that stops the recording. I want 2 spotlights for my world, so I'm just going to duplicate this directional light. I'm going to change the range a little bit so it looks slightly brighter than my other light. Since the animation we just created is attached to both directional lights, when we press the play button, we can see that both lights change. I'm going to move the keyframes around a little bit so the length of time that the color stays is different for each color. And I also want to add a rotation. To do that, click record again and just change the rotation. And make sure the rotation goes back to its original position by the end of animation, so it looks smooth.
No, so this is not what I'm looking for.
I'm going to create an empty game object and call it disco lights, and I'm going to put both directional lights inside this game object. Now we can turn the lights on and off by disabling and enabling this game object. I'm going to use this rose as a toggle button for the disco lights, so we will add a VRC trigger to this object. To use the VRC trigger, we also need a box collider, so I'm going to add that as well. And then I'm going to add the VRC trigger. Click custom, on interact, add, and I'm going to change the interaction text to disco lights. Click the plus sign to add an action. We want to set the game object active. And now we have a little button for our disco lights. So when we click on the rose, it should turn the disco lights on and off. I'm going to go into VRChat, into my world, and click on the rose, and the disco lights should turn on.
I see, and the animation just goes by itself. It's not under control. Okay. Yeah, cat. Right, there's a day-night mode thing.
Comrade, Delitex, has invaded the chat.
Right, it's about the light. There's a tutorial on changing the lighting, right? And switching the lighting from day to night. That should do something similar. Skybox. Because I don't want to do avatar animation. I want animations and event buttons. All right.
About a year ago now, my first few tutorials included a system for buttons interacting with other Unam behaviors.
Okay, so the door animation is more. This is more. Okay, what I want to do is more similar to the door
At
animation.
this point, we had it updated, so I thought I'd go back and do them both again as one bit. Today, we're going to go through and animating this bit with a button that are both 3 different Unam behaviors. Let's get to it.
Okay.
So we'll start off by animating our door originally. So I have an animations folder. If I click on the parent object for our door and everything, we'll just go to the animation tab and hit create. So we can create a new animation for this. I'm going to call this sci-fi doors 1 open, and we're going to start recording. Now I want to record the state of 2 different objects, the panel left and panel right to the doors. Since I want to start with them closed, I'll select both of them, right click on position and do add key. And that sets a keyframe right here at the beginning. I can drag up to 1 second, and then I can put the doors at whatever position I want them to be at for it to actually go. And I can hit play, and we see that the doors are animating open smooth. We're going to do the same thing for sci-fi doors 1 closed. So I'll go sci-fi doors 1 closed, and then we'll just record a different animation for this one. I want to keep their states as it is right now for the end frame. So I'll select both of them again and do add key, and then back at the beginning of the animation, we'll go and put it in the correct spots. We have a closing animation as well. Now Unity by default default sets these things to loop. And as you see here, this is what it would look like if it's looping. We don't want our door to be constantly doing that. So we can just click on our animation assets and turn off loop time into it. Now inside.
Really? That's all he did? Go to the animation asset and turn off loop time? Didn't I do that? Yes, I turned off loop time. So we're moving, and then that didn't seem to stop me from looping. I still appear to be looping. I don't understand, man.
Inside of our animator, which got generated on this, we can double click that, and that'll bring us to our animator tab. And by default, since the open animation is what I made first, this is what it wants to play by default. But I want it to be closed, so I'll right click on the closed animation and do set as layer default state. Now I want to animate from this one to this one, so we do make transition there, and to close it again, we just make transition back. Right now, this happens on itself, so it's included the building. So we'll tell it whether or not to open close based on a boolean.
Oh, okay, so I messed something up.
If I click on the parent object,
You did
we'll start
something.
by animating our door originally, so animations folder. If I click on the parent object for our door and everything, we'll just go.
All right, so let's try this again. Yeah. Let's go back here. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. All right, so I've got my floor selected. I've got it's at its original height, which I'll copy. And then what does he do
Go to the
here?
Animation tab and hit create. So we can create a new
It
animation.
creates an animation, right? I did that already.
One open and start recording. Now I want to record the state of two different objects, the panel left and panel right. Since I want to start with close, I'll select both of them, right click on position and do add key.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm at 0. So I'm going to do this. Right click on position, add key. Right, so this is where I want to be. Okay, good. I like that.
Sets a keyframe right here at the beginning. Now I drag up to set 1 second.
Okay, and then I will drag out to 10 seconds because I don't want to move quite that fast. And then I will move to 10 meters higher, 75 meters. And I will add key. Okay.
I can put the doors at whatever position I want them to be at for it to actually be open. And I can hit play and we see that the doors are ended.
And then if I hit play, the floor rises. It's going around and around.
Open smooth. I'm going to do the same thing for sci-fi doors won't close. So I'll go sci-fi close.
All right, what is he doing here with this open and closed?
So we can create a new animation for this. I'm going to call this sci-fi doors 1 open, and we're going to start recording. Now I want to record the state of two different objects, the panel left and panel right for the doors. Since I want to start with close, I'll select both of them, right click on position and do add key. And that sets a keyframe right here at the beginning. Now I drag up to set 1 second, and then I can put the doors at whatever position I want them to be at for it to actually be open. And I can hit play and we see that the doors are animated open smooth. I'm going to do the same thing for sci-fi doors 1 closed. So I'll go sci-fi doors 1 closed, and I'll just record a different animation for this one. I want to keep their states as it is right now for the end frame. So I'll select both of them again and do add key, and then back at the beginning of the animation, we'll go and put it in the correct spots. We have a closing animation as well. Now Unity by default sets these things to loop, and as you see here, this is what it would look like if it's looping. We don't want our door to be constantly doing that. So we can just click on our animation assets.
Dude, changing loop time didn't make it stop looping. What the hell?
of our animator, which got generated from this, so double click that. I'll now bring us to our animator tab. And by default, since the open animation is what I made first, this is what it wants to play by default. But I want it to be closed, so I'll right click on the closed animation and do set as layer default state. Now I want to animate from this one to this one, so we'll make transition there. And to close it again, we'll just make transition back. Right now this happens by itself, so it just keeps opening and closing, which we don't really want. So we'll tell it whether or not to open or close based on a boolean value, just a true false. So I'll make this bool here and I'll call this open. And for the first animation transition, I'll set the condition to be open to the true. Also want to change a few things in here. I'm going to have this take the whole duration of it. So we'll
All right, so let's start over again. Let's delete these guys. All right, I have no animations. So let's do this. Create. Assets. Let's create a new folder. Call this animations. And this will be floor raise. And so this will be then hello. Floor. I'm here. Why can't I right click on the... Why can't... What? There we go. Add key. And let's go over to 10 seconds. And I want to be 10 meters higher. Add key. Okay. Meow. All right, so this is what he did.
So I have an animation folder. If I click on the parent object for our door and everything, we'll just go to the animation tab and hit create. So we can create a new animation for this. I'm going to call this sci-fi doors 1 open. And we're going to start recording. Now I want to record the state of two different objects, the panel left and panel right. Since I want to start with them close, I'll select both of them, right click on position and do add key. And that sets a keyframe right here at the beginning. Now I can drag up to set 1 second, and then I can put the doors at whatever position I want them to be at for it to actually go. And I can hit play and we see that the doors are animating open.
Play and it raises and lowers.
So we're going to do the same thing for sci-fi doors 1 close. So I'll go sci-fi doors 1. That the doors are animating open smooth. We're going to do the same thing for sci-fi doors 1 close.
Copy that location. All right, so next I will create a new clip. And I'm going to call this floor floor lower. All right, so I've got the floor there. And I'm going to start this at 75. Key, and then I'm going to go out at seconds and back down to 65. That's where I want to be. Here. Okay.
So I'll go sci-fi doors 1 close, and we'll just record a different animation for this one. I want to keep their states as it is right now for end frame. So I'll select both of them again and do add key, and then back at the beginning of the animation, we'll go and put it in the correct spots. We have a closing animation as well. Now Unity by default sets these things to loop. As you see here, this is what it would look like if it's looping. We don't want our door to be constantly doing that. So we can just click on it.
Let's go into our animations. Here's my floor lower. I don't want this to loop. Or raise. Also don't want that to loop.
On our animation assets and turn off loop time with two. Now inside of our animator, which got generated on this, we double click that. And that'll bring us to our
Inside of our animator,
and by default.
did you open that? How did you open the animator?
So what it would look like if it's looping, we don't want our door to be constantly doing that. So we can just click on our animation assets and turn off loop time with two. Now inside of our animator, which got generated on this, we can double click that. Oh no.
So you double click on the animator. Start.
Bring us to our animator tab. And by default, since the open animation is what I made first, this is what it wants to play by default. But I want it to be closed, so I'll right click on the closed animation and set as layer default state. Now I want to animate from this one to this one. Bring us to our animator tab. And by default, since the open animation is what I made first, this is what it wants to play by default. But I want it to be closed, so I'll right click on the closed animation.
Lower and make this the default layer state. Okay.
As layer default state. Now I want to animate from this one to this one, so we'll do a make transition there, and to close it again.
See, make transition to here, and then make a transition back.
We just make transition back. Right now, this happens by itself, so it just keeps opening and closing, which we don't really know.
Okay, so this doesn't emulate that animation. So this preview here, I guess this preview here just doesn't.
So we'll tell it whether or not to open close based on a Boolean value, just a true false. So I'll make this bool here and I'll call this open. And for the first animation transition, I'll set the condition to be open.
I see. Okay, so let's go back to the animator. And let's create a Boolean, right? And this should be raised.
We also want to change the basic. First, this is what it wants to play by default, but I want it to be closed, so I'll right click on the closed animation and set. Right now, this happens by itself, so it just keeps opening and closing, which we don't really want. So we'll tell it whether or not to open or close based on a Boolean value, just a true false. So I'll make this bool here and I'll call this open. And for the first animation transition, set the condition to be.
I see. So we want to transition to raised if the condition is raised is true.
Take the whole duration of it. So we'll use percentage, and one is essentially 100 here, so I'll just use one. And we don't want it to automatically exit, so I'll turn off the exit time and has exit. And we'll do the exact same stuff for the transition from
Whoa, what?
And for the first animation transition, I'll set the condition to be open to true. We also want to change the basic. I'm have this take the whole duration of it, so we'll use percentage, and one is essentially 100. Here, so I'll just use one. And we don't want it to automatically exit, so I'll turn off the exit time.
Turn off the exit time.
True set for the transition from open back to closed, but open will be false.
Raised is set to false, then we'll go from raised to lower. Doesn't have an exit time, not fixed duration. 1. I see.
This here in Animating, just by pressing this button by hit play, now we'll be able to actually see the door transition in and out of the open and closed states. So it starts off by going through the close animation. If I click that,
Oh, okay. Really? What? What the What happened to my UI? Oh, that doesn't do anything.
see it opens and closes again. And then if I click it before it's done animating, it'll buffer that action. So you see that it'll swap that value away and go. Now, us pressing this button right here,
What is going on here? What is going on here? Scene, game. Hierarchy over there. Right? Project along the bottom. There's the inspector. There's the animator. The animator down here momentarily. I don't understand. This isn't doing anything.
here isn't at all how we want this to work in game. So it starts off by going through the close animation. If I click that, tab. And by default, since the open animation is what I made first, this is what it wants to play by default. But I want it to be closed, so I'll right click on the closed animation and just set as layer default. Now I want to animate from this one to this one, so we'll make transition there. And to close it again, we just make transition back. Right now, the time is I itself, so this keeps opening and closing, which we don't really want. So we'll tell it whether or not to open or close based on a Boolean value, just a true false. So I'll make this bool here, and I'll call this open. And for the first animation transition, I'll set the condition to be open and to be true. We also want to continue to basic. I'm going to have this take the old duration of it. So for your percentage, I want essentially 100 here, so I'll just use 1. And we don't want it to automatically exit, so I'll turn off the exit time and has basic. We'll do the exact same stuff for the transition from open back to closed, but open will be false. So this is 1 and And now we can actually test this here in Unity just by pressing this button by a click.
Oh, I see. I have to be in play mode. But I want to be in the game camera. I want to be in the scene. Okay, so I click raise and it goes, except for the first 10 seconds when you enter the game, you're moving. Okay, so that's not the transition you want. Hold on. I need a bio break. I'll be right back. Okay. So let's say I'm in here. Whoa, why can't I? What? All right, there we go. I'm in here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the light maps are messed up, which is okay for now. But how does this work? Sorry, I don't want to pause. When I first entered the game, when I first entered the game, am I going to be lowering? Yes. And where's the floor? Why is the floor still up there? I don't understand. Why is the floor still up there? This moves the collider. But not the light map.
see the door transition in and out of the open and closed states. So it starts off by going through the close animation. If I click that, you see it opens and closes again. And then if I click it before it's done animating, it'll buffer that action. So you see it, we'll swap that value there and go. Now, us pressing this button right here isn't at all how we want this to work in game. We want to press this button right here. So we need to make a way for it to interact with the door. But since I'm doing this for a event button right now, we're going to have a script that acts as a controller for the door itself. So I'm actually going to go to the side by door, going to add component to behavior. And I'm going to create a new read-on ref program asset right here.
Okay. So I need to figure out the state here. Right, because that's not right. That's not right. Yeah, so this is not right. You need another animation state. Hello? What's going on here? Why can I, what? What is going on? I had the wrong thing selected. Create new clip, right? This is going to be floor init, right? And that's going to be here. Add key. That's where I want it to be, right? And then floor init is going to be the default state. And then floor init can make a transition to floor raise, which occurs when raised becomes equal to true. transition does not exit. It is not fixed duration. It is 100% time. Oh, and it should not happen over and over again. Time should not loop. Okay. Let's try this again. Now the floor should properly be here. Start the game. Chug, 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 cyan, emu. Okay, good. And the floor is here. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, so the floor is init, and we're here in the init state, right? And the floor is here. And when we raise, we move, right? Because the object is moving, but the light maps are not, right? So forget the issue of the light maps for now. We're here. And then we lower. Good. Yeah, forget about the late joiners at first. Let's just first make sure. Good. Okay, so this is correct now. So we don't start moving. Yeah, very similar to a door. Then we need to
Call this door control. We'll just put this onto our door object and open that up. And in here, we really only need access to one thing, and that's our animator. So I'll do a new variable here, type animator, and I'll just call this anim for shorthand. You drop down here and hit public so that it appears over in our inspector, and drag animator into that slot. Now, if we want the action for the door to toggle open and close, we need to have an event that handles that. And since we aren't using interact to click on the door itself, we want to have a custom event that we're making. So search event custom is the first one there. And then I'll just name this toggle door one. Now we need something to actually happen in here, so we're going to swap the bool value of open in our animator. This is going to be near identical to how I did it for the near toggle originally. So we're just going to get its current value, use unary negation to flip that value, and then set it to that value. So we'll get bool. Now on here, it starts as an int, but we're going to want it as a string, so we can type the name open to match this parameter here. This gets the value that we'll flip that value with unary negation, and we'll put that into the set bool value of the animator. So set bool. Now we also want this to be a string instead, and name this open. And then connect bool, and there from our unary negation into the set. And of course, then we connect all of this up into our custom event flow array. So now we can actually use sign env to test this event out without having to make a button for this. Of course, it's just for testing it out. Now, sign env adds a little.
okay. The hell is this? Where did this come from? Where is this object? This is the vestigial sync button. Okay, now let's make another button. It's the catwalk teleport.
Home rate. Another TTV viewer has invaded the chat.
Hold on. The staff teleport. Staff teleport. Where is the... Here's the buttons. Enter button. And the exit button. Teleport destination. Public teleport destination. The staff teleport object. Here's the catwalk teleport. Here's the destination. Here's the button. Okay, there we go. I see. Okay. Object actually that you want to be more similar to is the table height adjuster. Counter. Stationary objects. Where is the DJ booth? There's the DJ booth. Left, right, base. Where? Miss Cano. Different counter. Oh, the DJ table is here. Okay, so the DJ table here has this DJ control. No, that's the controller. Here's the height adjuster. The height adjuster has a up button, interactable. Is there an event system here? I'm pretty sure I do not need this. Height adjuster. Here's the up button. On click. It sends the up button event to the DJ table. The DJ table has the udon behavior on it. Right. Okay, so what do I want? I want the I want the floor right. So let's duplicate this guy. Let's rename this. We call this floor adjuster, right? So blah, blah, blah. This is the floor adjuster. And it's got the, this is not a, public, right, animator. This is going to be the floor animator. We don't have a max height or max, right? And it's going to be two things, right? The custom event will be lower floor, raise floor. Lower button. Because these will be the button events. Right. And then what I'm going to do is lower the floor and raise the floor. No change table height. Instead, this will be this dot floor animator dot set bool. The string name is called raised. The value will be false. Dot floor animator dot set bool raised set to true. Right. Lower floor raise floor. Right. I need a network synchronized variable. Ignore that for the moment. I will need a network synchronized variable. But not at the moment.
And then connect rule in there from our unit integration into set. And of course, then we connect all of this up into our custom event flow array. So now in Unity, we can actually use sign.env to test this event out without having to make a login for this. Of course, it's just for testing though. Now, sign.env adds little helper components onto anything that has a neuron behavior or certain other things. And one of the things that we get here is a dropdown for the sign.env neuron.
Oh, okay. Let's try that. All right. So on the floor, the floor being no longer stationary, but let's ignore that for the moment. Come on. Yes. There we go. Floor being, come on, floor. Floor being no longer stationary. Udon behavior. This is going to be, hello. Where's the floor adjuster? All right, whatever. Project. Scripts. Floor adjuster. What the fuck? There's the floor adjuster. Why is this not compiled? Where's the console? Udon behavior. Something wrong with the Button type udon sharp behavior. Floor adjuster. Oh, it's not a namespace. Is it better? This shouldn't make any difference. This should be worse, in fact. That's clearly wrong, though. So why can I not? There's my udon behavior. Program source. New program. I guess I have to make it this way? Okay, hold on. I'd rather have it in a namespace. Okay, program source. Create script. Scripts. Floor height adjuster. Save. Place it. Like that. Save. Why is this so slow now? Why are all these udon sharp changes so slow? So there we go. There it is, the floor animator. And the animator that I want, it's animations, is Wait a second. This is the animation. This is the controller.
It gives us a list of all of the events that we have on that screen. So we just hit this button, and you'll see the animators flipping and the doors opening and closing. So we just need a way to interact with this event and call it through a different script that we're going to have on this button. So on the button, I'm going to add a new behavior as well, and we're going to create a new graph program.
New 3D cube. Where is this cube? Let's rename this guy. This is raise floor cube, right? This, I'll make it the default material. All right, and that this magic cube here
Program set. Now I'm going to call event button one word. We'll put that onto our button right here, and we're going to open that up and set a way for us to communicate with that event on that UNON behavior. So we need a variable for the UNON behavior. We'll do UNON behavior, and I'm just going to call this behavior and set this to be public. You see it shows up over here, so I'll just drag the base object that has the UNON behavior on it. And then we need the name of the event that we're going to be interacting. So we'll need a new string.
What? I don't understand. Walls, floor. Click. You want to send to the floor. Floor adjuster. Send custom event. Raise button. All right, that's the name of the event, right? Yes. All right. Let's try this. Oh, that isn't going to work. Because in Cyan Emu, I'm not me, so I'm not going to be able to get back there. So let's put this button here. Plus, it was under the floor. The magic floating cube. Yo, why can't I interact with this thing? Oh my god, I messed something up.
So this will be public. Now, in our actual object here, the name is toggle door. So on our button, I'm going to set the event name to be toggle door, exactly the same. Now for this one, we actually want to use our interact event. So we'll search interact. That's the first thing that shows up. We'll just use that. And then for the event, we grab up from our bootdown behavior, and we do send custom event. We'll connect that in here. And then we just need to put our event name node and connect that to the event name right here. When we go back into our scene, we still have everything lined up with the names correctly. So we can actually just hit play and use side to test this out. It'll work exactly like a willing game. Now the button is talking to the door controller, which is talking to the animator. It's a little bit of abstractness to disconnect all the things together, but this allows for a lot more customization on different actions. And of course, you can make any script you want that has custom events on it. You call that with this exact same script. You don't have to make it.
What? Why do I have to do it this way? I don't understand. What? I don't want to have to do it this way. There's another way. I just can't remember what it is.
Need to go anywhere from here, but there are 4 settings, and I will call this object toggle because we'll be able to toggle any object, not just the mirror itself. Not very intuitive, so we will call this information about. Drag out from here. Self would be this checkmark value, and set it right here in that mark, and active and hierarchy or whatever we interact. Correctly interpret this script.
No.
Home raid. Burning Heat 857 has invaded the chat.
What is the name of the component you put on here? Activator, right. And then add component. No.
Into a fake Udon graph script. So we'll go over here and hit force compile script. So I typically hit slot that in there. Double click the event button chart. I'll open up here. I'll open up the graph as well, so we can put it over here and have a reference.
No. All right, fine. Goodbye, cube. Let's put this into the catwalk system. Rename this raised button. Where is this button? Why is it totally invisible? Oh, because it has to be in this VRC. Okay, so you need the whole group. Let's move this here. This is rename this. This is the raised button. There's no teleport destination. Rename. This is the raised button. I'll call this the raise control. This here for now. Button's going to have text. The text will be raise floor. Right. And the button is connected to the floor, and the floor is being sent custom event, which is raise button. Raise button. Okay. I saw hijacks. Event is on right now, and the VRChat club event is coming back soon. Yo, it's Suzu. Yeah, man. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Yes, so now the floor is raised. It'd fall to my death at some point. Ah! All right. All right, and the spawn point has changed. Now, will this work for multiple people? I mean, this is kind of work in progress. So let me launch a couple of these guys now. So Windows, VRChat SDK, show control panel. What do you mean I'm not using the recommended version of Unity? 4030 F1? You're the one who told me to use 29 F1. What the hell? When did this change to 30 F1, the LTS version? Oh my god. Alright, fine. Oh my god. For now, let's launch 4 of these guys. Build and test. And let this chug. Compiling shader variants. But I'm feeling that this was like this is a lot more work than it was before. Okay. Launch my 4 VR chats. There's 1 VR chat. 2 VR chats. 3 VR chats. Why am I not logged in? Why are these guys stuck on the login screen? Hold on, let me just log in 1 of these guys and then launch this again. Okay. Let's first see if inside. Why does this not glow interactable? Oh yeah, I can't push it. Alright, why is that screwed up? Why can I not push that button? But more importantly, why could I push the button in Cyan Emu, but it doesn't work in actual VRChat client? Why is this raise control here and raise button here? Right, so the text pause is 0. Button pause. Oh my god. Got to be in here, otherwise it's not interactable. All right, the z depth should be 0. It's in the same plane as the control. Now I gotta build it again. Build, build, build. Build, 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 build. Bundling and compressing data. Yay. Ooh, didn't rebuild the shaders. 4 VRChats. Two. Oh. Two. What the hell? Two. 3. Where's the 4th one? 1. 2 VRChats. 3 VRChats. 4. There it is. Okay. Let's get in here so we can see each other. Here's number 1. Here's another gnome. Gnome number 2. And then we've got here gnome number 3. And then gnome number 4. All right, can I see these guys? 1, 2, 3. I can see these guys. And there we go. We're all moving. Yay. No gnome left behind. Okay, no gnome left behind. Okay, so let's jump off the edge then. Whoa! Okay, so now I should respawn because the spawn point has moved, and there I am. Ah! Okay, so that works. Isn't gonna late joiners are gonna have a problem. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to upgrade that VRChat or launch in not 30 F1. Okay. Okay. Installs. Add 30 F1. All right, well, I'll keep on installing this and update for later. That's it for today. I got the synchronized animation going.